Competitors across the globe look to compete for ultimate glory. Some will rise, most will fall. Do you have what it takes to achieve total victory? This is Halo Spartan Ninja Warrior. Welcome back everyone to Halo Spartan Ninja Warrior. It has been over a year since the last episode came out. Competitors and fans have been hungrier more than ever to see how the rest of the tournament shaped out. In the last episode, we saw a whopping 7 competitors get past Stage 1 in the last episode, including Smoky Massacre, Flame Vortex 03, King Urban, RPG 445, Atlantic Champ, Spartan Sucks, and Vulcan 1610. The big question coming into this tournament is whether or not Vulcan 1610 can once again move on to Stage 3. Or maybe another competitor will also get to enjoy the rank of a noble by conquering Stage 2. Let's move on to Stage 2 and see what the competitors will have to face. Let's look back at the Stage 1 clears with Smoky Massacre leading the way with 17 seconds, Spartan Sucks with 13 seconds, King Urban with 11 seconds, Atlantic Champ with 9 seconds, Vulcan 1610 our noble with 8 seconds to spare, RPG 445 with 7 seconds left, and Flame Vortex 03 with only 5 seconds left to spare. Now let's look at Stage 2 and see what our competitors will have to face. The very first obstacle competitors will have to face is the high slider. Competitors slide down the ramp, managing their way through the blocks, avoiding the pit of doom at the bottom. The block climb is next, where it is just a race against time to get to the top. The salmon ladder returns in this tournament, but competitors jump up the one side of the salmon ladder, then advancing straight into the jump ledges. The jump ledges test the competitors' quick, precise jumping in this obstacle. And the next obstacle is the balance tank. This was the Stage 2 killer in the last tournament by taking out 3 of the 4 competitors to reach Stage 2. We will see how this obstacle will fare this tournament. A new obstacle in this tournament is the curtain cling. Competitors will have to sprint and slide and hang on to the curtain to reach the dismount. Metal spin returns once again with no changes to it, but the only competitor to reach it was Vulcan 1610. And the last obstacle competitors will have to face in Stage 2 is the narrow tunnel. It is just a race against time to hit the buzzer by slowly creeping through the long tunnels, all within 80 seconds. Our very first competitor to take on Stage 2 is Flame Vortex 03. Flame is a newcomer to the tournament and he has rightfully earned his way to Stage 2 by conquering Stage 1. And he is off onto the high slider, and he avoids the pit of doom onto the block climb. Flame Vortex 03, he's an experienced jumper, but this is his first time on Halo Spartan Ninja Warrior. And Flame looking alright, he's already onto the salmon ladder. And up the salmon ladder, he slips up a bit there, but I think he's okay. Flame. And now the transition to the jumping ledges. This can be the tricky part. Flame Vortex makes the first jump, second jump, onto the third one, looks good, and he saves himself, onto the fourth, and now onto the balance tank. This is the obstacle that took out 3 of the 4 competitors in the last tournament. Flame Vortex slowly going down the balance tank, and no, he slips off and he's done. Flame Vortex could not hang on. Let's look at the replay here. Flame, he gets on it, you're not allowed to jump on it after you're on it, and that second ring right there, he just falls right off. Our next competitor to take on Stage 2 is Spartan Sucks. Spartan Sucks, I like to call him as Mr. Showboat. He likes to have a little fun on the course. Maybe he'll put his tricks aside for this stage. Spartan Sucks. 80 seconds and he is off. Spartan Sucks got to Stage 2 in the last tournament, but like other competitors, the balance tank made him another victim, and there he's showboating, already going backwards on the block climb. But he's already onto the salmon ladder, making great time here. 60 seconds left. The transition to the jumping ledges, and he's looking alright. To the third ledge is the tricky one. Fourth ledge, and he's already onto the balance tank. Sauron sucks. Onto the balance tank. He said he was worried about this. He failed this in the last tournament. He's looking alright. Second, and he's done it. But can he make the transition to the curtain cling? And yes, he does. Sauron sucks onto the curtain cling. The first competitor to reach this point. And he's beat it. Onto the metal spin. Sauron sucks. Whoa, he jumps off and he saves himself twice, but he hangs on onto the narrow tunnel. Sauron sucks into the first tunnel. 10 seconds. Onto the second one. And Sauron sucks is going to clear. He will be moving on to stage 3, our first competitor to reach that point. Sauron sucks failed in the first tournament. Let's look at the replay here. The metal spin, he almost went off, but he saved himself not just once, but twice. And that kept him alive, and he will be moving to stage 3 for our first competitor to reach that point. Up next is Atlantic Champ. Atlantic Champ is one of our most promising jumpers after getting to stage 2 in both tournaments. Sadly, in the last tournament, Atlantic put on a nice performance in stage 2, but the balance tank, like many others, was too much for him. This tournament, Atlantic made a super save on the last obstacle of stage 1 to get himself back here on stage 2. Atlantic Champ onto the block climb. He cleared stage 1 with 9 seconds. This stage he's looking to advance. He does not want to go 2 straight tournaments failing stage 2. He saves himself there. It would have been already over. The transition to the jumping ledges. He's looking alright at the moment. And he's going back to the balance tank. This is where he failed last tournament. So he's practiced quite a bit on it. And he jumps, but I think it's before the pool, but it doesn't matter because he's off anyways. Atlantic Champ. Oh, let's see the replay. It looked like he hesitated when he jumped. He jumped right before the pool, so it was safe, but it didn't matter because he went off anyways. Oh, so sad for Atlantic Champ. Next competitor would be King Urban. Sadly, despite putting on a great performance in stage 1, he did not show up for stage 2. Our next competitor is RPG445, the host of Spartan Sasuke himself. RPG did not make it past stage 1 in the last tournament, failing at the jumping spider. But this tournament, RPG managed his way through stage 1, beating the jumping spider. And he is off, avoiding the pit of doom, onto the block climb. RPG, taking his time, does not want to make any easy mistake. Onto the salmon ladder. RPG. He knows obstacles. He knows these kind of obstacles. He creates them himself. The host of Spartan Sasuke onto the jumping ledges. Taking one step at a time, and here he is on the balance tank. It already has taken out 2 competitors. RPG on it. Looking good. Second ring. He's gonna do it. No! RPG! He just got slung off the balance tank. And the fans are looking. They are stunned. RPG, let's see what happened. He was doing so well. He stayed on it. Then this last jump here, he just got shot off. What happened? And with that, the balance tank has yet again showed how vicious it can be, knocking out 3 of the 4 competitors who ran stage 2. Atlantic Champ, Flame Vortex 03, and RPG all fall to the balance tank. With only 2 competitors yet to go, including Vulcan 1610 and Smoky Massacre, will another person be able to conquer stage 2, or will they fall victim of the balance tank as well? Up next, doing his famous crab walk, Smoky Massacre. Some might know him as the host of Halo Ninja Warrior. He completely destroyed stage 1 in this tournament, leaving an outstanding time of 17 seconds left on the clock. Smoky is very experienced in jumping. The time is off, and he goes right down the high slider. Right onto the block climb, wasting no time, just flying up it, even skipping a step. Right to the salmon ladder, 65 seconds left. Smokey, second ledge, third ledge, fourth ledge, right onto the fifth ledge. Transition to the jumping ledge can be a little difficult, but not for Smokey. Smokey just utterly destroying this course right now. Straight to the balance tank, wasting zero time. But this obstacle has been deadly the whole tournament so far, but not for Smokey. Straight on to the curtain cling. Can he be the second competitor to reach stage 3? Oh, Smokey barely just gets past the curtain cling. Smokey onto the metal spin. He has to save himself, but he has no problem doing it. Straight to the narrow tunnel. 20 seconds left. He is great on time. He might be the fastest competitor of this stage so far. Sauron sucks left 4 seconds. Smokey, he's leaving only 7 seconds. Hitting the buzzer, he's moving to stage 3. What a performance there by Smokey Massacre. Look at the fans, they're going nuts. Jumping on the course. Oh, he's dead. But Smokey Massacre heading to stage 3. Let's look at the replay here of the balance tank that took out 3 of the 4 competitors today. Right down the first ledge, second ledge, no problem for Smokey. He's heading to stage 3. That leaves us with only one competitor remaining, and that is Vulcan 1610. Vulcan 1610 has achieved the greatest success on this show by being the only person ever to get to stage 3 prior to this tournament. He is a rank of a noble, the highest rank in this tournament so far. Vulcan 1610 looking to get back to stage 3. 80 seconds on the clock, and he's right down the high slider onto the block climb. This is nothing new for Vulcan 1610. Right through the block climb onto the salmon ladder. Vulcan 1610 jumping very precisely right now. He does not want to make no mistake in this tournament. Vulcan 1610, he is going to the balance tank. The balance tank, like I said before, has taken out 3 competitors so far. Vulcan does not want to be the 4th. He's taken a little different approach, being on the side, and it worked flawlessly. Vulcan's right through the balance tank onto the curtain cling. He was a little worried about this coming into the tournament. Vulcan just gets over the curtain cling. Onto the metal spin. He might be going to stage 3, but no! Vulcan 1610! He falls at the metal spin. Vulcan 1610, what happened? He was looking so good right through the balance tank, right through the curtain cling. And then the metal spin. It looks like he just jumped a little too far left, hitting the pole. And Vulcan will not be going back to stage 3. And with that, stage 2 is finished. 2 competitors have took the challenge of stage 2 and conquered it. Sauron Sucks was the first finisher, clearing with only 4 seconds to spare. Later, Smokey Massacre cleared stage 2 with only 7 seconds left. And the surprise fall of Vulcan 1610, our only noble in the tournament, left us in utter shock. But now the 2 competitors that was able to clear stage 2 move on to stage 3 to see if they can achieve even greater success. Stage 3 is here. Stage 2 is very similar to Tournaments 1 Stage 2, with the balance tank taking out most of the competitors. 2 competitors though, Sauron Sucks and Smokey Massacre, was able to clear stage 2 in this tournament. Stage 3 is no easy task. Only the best of the best will be able to clear it. Let's move on to stage 3 and see what the competitors have in store for them. Only the best of the best can get to this point, stage 3. Stage 3 is the hardest obstacle course we have ever seen in Halo Spartan Ninja Warrior. The first obstacle is Cycling Road. Competitors will manage their way over the bicycles and then head to the jumping bars for their second obstacle. The new obstacle in this tournament is the wall switch. Competitors will have to jump onto a little ledge, hang on, and then jump to the other ledge, but it is not on a 100-degree plane. After that is the pole climb. Competitors work their way up on little notches and then get to the crazy cliffhanger. We know how dangerous the crazy cliffhanger is. Competitors will manage their way through, and if they are able to get through the crazy cliffhanger, they'll have to face no other obstacle than the ultimatum. Vulcan 1610 in the last tournament got to this point, and he could not even get onto the second ledge. And if competitors manage to get through the ultimatum, the only obstacle in their way is the pipe fitter to hit the buzzer with no time limit. Can Sauron Sucks or Smoky Massacre advance to stage 4 like no other competitor has ever done before? Let's find out. The first competitor to take on stage 3 is Sauron Sucks. Sauron competed in Tournament 1 where he went on to stage 2 to end up falling on the balance tank. But this tournament has gone a little different. Sauron first cleared stage 1 easily with 13 seconds left. Then he moved on to stage 2 to clear with 4 seconds left. This stage has no time limit in sight, so Sauron can take as much time as he needs. Sauron Sucks, and he is off on the cycling road. Sauron Sucks. Safe jumping when he don't even have to, but he's being very cautious because he knows you have to be on stage 3. Sauron onto the jumping bars, and he moves right through those, and he will be the first competitor to ever try out the wall switch. Some competitors told me they think the wall switch is like the ultimatum, that it's an obstacle that is very difficult and very hard to complete. Sauron Sucks. He practiced on this quite a bit. He did clear it a few times, but a lot of the times he did not get past it. And he tricked us all, act like he was gonna go there. Sauron Sucks. I think he's gonna go this time, and he is off. There is no turning back now. And he's doing some safe jumping, but he stopped that, and now he's just going on the edge for the jump, and he's way off. Sauron Sucks. That jump was way off. He didn't even touch the ledge there. And there's me, clever alchemist, just watching the disappointment in Sauron Sucks. Let's check out the highlight here. As you see, he did good here, safe jumping on the first ledge, then he manages to stick it, but then going to this second ledge, I don't know what happened. He just completely went to the right, and it costed him his run. There is only one competitor standing in the tournament, and his name is Smoky Massacre. As you can see, Smoky has quite the audience for his run. He's the only one left to be able to go to stage 4. And there he is, doing his famous crab walk. The host of Halo Ninja Warrior. He completely destroyed stage 1, leaving an outstanding time of 17 seconds left on the clock. Cycling road, he's looking like he's going to be able to get through that. Smoky on to the jumping bars. Looking back here. In stage 2, Smoky did the same thing as stage 1. He easily cleared the stage with 7 seconds remaining. Now he's here on stage 3. And right through the jumping bars. And now he has to face the wall switch. We have just seen Sauron Sucks not complete it. Smoky, he ain't even messing around. He's going straight to it. Doing the drum hop kind of, and he's going right to the ledge, and it worked out. What a flawless maneuver. What a great move by Smoky Massacre right there. He didn't even line up the jump. He just knew where to jump. And look at him bunny hopping his way through the pole climb. You can see the experience in Smoky Massacre. Smoky now has higher hopes, being the first person ever to clear stage 3 on Halo Spartan Ninja Warrior. It's no easy task to do though. taking every jump cautiously. And he is on to the crazy cliffhanger. And he goes right to that. Takes his time there on the second jump. Safe jumping right to the third one. Can be a little tricky landing sometimes. But Smokey has it landed. Now to the fourth jump. He's going for it. And he sticks it. And here we go. It was 1 year ago. Look at the audience looking. This is what everyone's wanting to see. Smokey Massacre be the first person ever to complete the ultimatum. It was almost 1 year ago, over a year ago probably, that Vulcan 1610 was in the same position. He was here on stage 3, analyzing the ultimatum. And now it's Smokey Massacre's turn to take on this brutal obstacle that no one has ever beat before. And he is going for it, Smokey. As we remember, Vulcan got to the top and he just couldn't hang on going to the ledge going down. And Smokey's shooting right at the position where he's wanting to jump. The experience is coming through. Smokey goes for it. No! Smokey cannot hang on. And the audience are stunned. They thought if anybody could do it, it would be Smokey Massacre. Oh, and the ultimatum takes another toll for another victim. Let's see the highlight here from a different view. Smokey, he was analyzing, he was shooting to, where he's jumping, but it just didn't matter. He just couldn't hang on. Such disappointment in this stage and this tournament for our competitors. That wraps up the second tournament of Halo Spartan Ninja Warrior. We saw many hopeful competitors rise above and beyond their limits. We saw newcomers show up and even get to stage 3. We had high hopes for many of the competitors, but once again the course leaves us with no champion. Will someone rise and achieve total glory eventually? Please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos to come. If you would like to do a run for a future show, leave a comment with your gamer tag or message me on Xbox Live to Clever Alchemist. Until then, see you next time.